So we finally witnessed the end between Yugo and Rin's duel after everything in Arc 5, and I gotta say, this is probably so far out of this current arc and all that, the final arc that we're probably going to be getting in the series, this so far is my favourite duel that we've had so far. A lot of emotion put towards it, and a goddamn awesome duel with a very shocking result at the end of this. I really goddamn love this duel this week. So we got to see both we saw with Kaito and Yugo, they both climbed up the tower, and for both of their respective girls and all that, just literally Rudy and Rin just literally just pushed them both off, and I think Kaito was going to die unless Kurosaki came in with the swift assist. Fucking Yugo landed all the way down from that tower on his back on his fucking metal D-wheel like that, probably breaking a spine or two, but he's oh, it's fine, I'll walk it off, and it's just he's wow, that bitch just pushed me up there, what the hell's up there? Finding out that they're both possessed, which is a very concerning thing overall. Finding out that she's got one of the actual Academia Georges, and then she's going to duel Yugo, and it's wait, you're my friend and all that, why are you talking about that? It's do you remember anything? And it's these parasites which they have, which are clearly a card as well, which are being manipulated onto them, can actually somehow just repent all this shit like that. It's just no, I refuse all of this stuff going into me right now. I refuse this. And I loved when the duel was starting because we finally got to see what Rin's deck was, which was a Winter Wind witch bell, we were saying these little witch monsters that were oh, I summoned this one, I get to bring out another one, they're both level 3s, they had the effect of dealing 500 points of damage, so it was okay, Rin's deck is actually a burn deck, that's kind of interesting, she's using a burn deck out of everything, and I was oh sweet, using that, then bring out a synchro monster, bring that out, level 7, summon out this witch bell monster that had I think about 2300 attack points or so that, use that, use its effect, which it can use any monster in the graveyard's effect and activate it for that turn, which she can just clearly use on her side of the field. It's oh, I just activated on my witch cards and all that, deal 500 points of damage, boom, there you go, that's what you get. And I was Jesus Christ and all that. It's so she already burnt down Yugo's health with 1500 already taken off him. He comes in immediately, brings out this donkey horse thing, brings out a level 3 tuna monster, brings it in, clear wing, boom, there you go, clear wing, go fuck up this thing. No, trap card, I'm gonna gain your monster's effect, and I'm cutting you your monster's attack points in half. Her turn, she goes and attacks it, I believe after putting this parasite, making it a fusion monster, attacking a card, it's oh shit. And then this is where it kind of it went into Yugo's turn, where it's he keeps trying to say, do you remember the time we built this D-wheel, do you remember all this stuff and all that, you support and all that, and she's just I don't give a fuck and all that, I don't care, I don't remember any of that stuff. And most of it and all that, Yugo looked like he was going to cry. He generally looked like he was going to break down and cry because of how much she doesn't remember anything, and he's getting really upset by this. And then he was nah, fuck you, I swear you're a manipulator or something, I'll bring you back, going to summon out these monsters like that, go bring back my clear wing, bring out a level 1 tuna monster, bring out my crystal, boom, there you go, fuck you. And he's I'm going to use my effect and all raise my attacks to destroy your card and all that. Get rid of this little parasite thing on it as well, and that's when it was a little bit interesting, where it was no, actually, because my monster now, it's the crystal version, can actually copy stuff from your graveyard, which I'll use the clear wings effect, which can negate the effects and destroy it. And it's well, my crystal can do that, so negate it and fuck it and over, and then the parasite monster negates the destruction. And he's alright, I was still attacking the crystal monster. Did I believe it was quite a bit of damage actually. It was around, I believe she had around about 1,000, she took 1,000 points of damage, and it was she just returned slightly for a second when Yugo was holding her and all that. So Rin, that, please come to your senses like that. And that was really sad because he started crying and holding her, and that was the end of the duel. And I had to point out, throughout the entire this, Yugo got fucked up. He got pushed off, his D-wheel got smashed up, he had his helmet all fucked up, he had to use the part of the D-wheel as his dual disc and all that, He was no, I'm continuing this, go throughout all of this, and it was no. And then when the monster was finally destroyed, the parasite actually comes back with this material, bringing it back, just did the effect, and it was that's it, and all that. Yugo only had 450 life points left, do the 500 damage, boom, that's done. So Yugo actually loses this duel against Rin, and that was the really very sad thing, because who else is going to try and save Rin and all that apart from Yugo that, unless Crow comes in to step in, which we've clearly seen that Crow, Yuya and all those group, which are completely far away, and they're making their own way to the laboratory to go and get the professor. That's their job, whereas no, we're going over here, go there, and it seems they're going to be having a battle royale. That's what they're going to be having. Union side and all that seem to be having the weakest side at the moment, whereas they've had the weakest duels and kind of the weakest little part of the plot so far. But definitely they were adding into like saying like, look, they'll try to get Yuya and everyone to understand that you guys are very important to this group and all that, so they're definitely going to be targeting you, Yuya, and all that. Since you know they need the 4 girls, they probably need the 4 boys at some point. Either way, we're going to have to be careful. And next week is a battle royale, so yeah, that's going to be interesting. Other than that, I really enjoyed this episode. It was a really great episode to enjoy. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think about this Arc 5 episode? I personally am going to give this one an 8. I thought this was a really great episode. It was a very nice surprise that Yugo lost this duel. Maybe he might be able to get around to and actually save his girlfriend. Maybe that might be a chance in life, but we'll have to wait and see. But that's all for me. Thank you much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys though next time.